Hey guys, so as you guys can see, we're working with a very faded hot pink color and her new growth on the sides, which are at a level 3 or 4, and we will be turning her neon green. Alright guys, so basically what I'm going to be doing is I will be mixing 2 ounces of Blonde Me Lightener right along with 2 ounces of Blonde Me Developer. It will be 30 volume and oh no, as my kids would say, no cap. Literally. So you want to mix until you get the correct consistency. If you feel like your lightener's too thick, just add a little more developer until you feel like the consistency is just right. So, as you guys can see, she has a very long, disconnected piece of hair in the back, which is a grown out faux hawk. She's trying to grow it into a mullet, and the reason why I'm cutting that piece off now rather than later after the color is already applied is because there's no point of being wasteful and putting product on hair that is eventually gonna get chopped off later. So, yeah. Alright guys, so what I'm going to begin with is what we know as a double process, basically applying the lightener mid-strands first to the very end, and once I'm done with that, I will go back and apply the lightener to the very base of her hair. Guys, it's always important to remember never to apply the lightener first on the scalp, being that we do have body heat and it will process more quickly. Notice how she has the very faded hot pink going on, and then when you spread her hair open, you can see she has new growth there. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be applying the lightener first on that new growth, and then later on we're going to come back and we're going to work on that pink. So once I'm done applying the lightener to the very top of her new growth, I will be waiting for it to process until the lightness of the base up top matches the lightness of the sides and the back. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, the sides and the back are starting to lighten. I am going back up top on the base of her hair, making sure that it is fully saturated in lightener, because the last thing you want is to rinse off the color and notice that you have a bunch of black polka dots. So as you can see, where I applied the lightener on the bottom and the top, they are almost at the same level. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start working on that pink. We're gonna mix the Joico Color Intensity Eraser with 3 ounces of 20 Volume Developer. And I'm pretty sure you guys have realized that I am not using a color scale to weigh out my measurements, but I've been doing this for quite some time and I'm pretty good at eyeballing measurements. Unfortunately, as you can see, the Joico Color Eraser did not remove that pink entirely, which was expected because pink is a lighter hue of red, and as we know, red is one of the toughest colors to remove. And so what I decided to do was go back on those darker pieces and apply lightener with 30 volume developer, hoping that it will lighten enough so that when I do apply the green, it'll be nice and vibrant. And yes, I know, no gloves. Shame on me. That's a big no-no. I shouldn't be doing that. And oh boy, is that pink being stubborn. So I decided to use the color wheel. Red and green counteract each other. So I'm going in with the AGN and some crystal clear and toning that red right out. All right, so now that we have the more difficult part of the job done, let's get into the fun part, applying the green. Yes, and this is our final product, guys, Pravana Neon Green. Do you guys see how vibrant it came out? I am loving this, and so is she. Thank you guys so much for taking your time and watching this video. And if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe.